We all go through life struggles, but knowing the root causes of our struggle is very vital to us evolving in life's journey and also discovering ourselves and our inner strengths as we go on while still living and breathing. As children, we struggle. As adults, we struggle, but we may not really know how struggling began in our lives. And going down to that deep root is very, very vital, like I said, to you evolving in life's journey. Take a look at when you were a baby, you struggled to eat, and then you would cry for the food, and you were fed, and you kind of went back to regular. And then you became a toddler. We all went through those toddler stages where no one could stop us while we were struggling to find our way and maneuver around the home. It could be climbing over a gate that was put as an obstruction to prevent you, but you saw that gate as a stepping stone and you were able to climb over it. It may also be that you were trying to get into your mom's cooking pots and a paddle to just beat drum away. And you were stopped several times, but you still went back there and nothing could stop you. You could be climbing out of the crib and you fell several times, but you still had to continue to get out of the crib to let people know that you couldn't be restricted because life is limitless. And as you go into the more tender ages, prior to teenage years, words were spoken to you by parents who may also have had their struggles and their fears, and those words may have dinged you in the process of you evolving. And so you begin to struggle with understanding what those words may mean, beginning to feel not good enough. Then you experience teenage years and you go through maybe bullying or pressure from school. It may be words from friends, it may be words from teachers, and those also led to you struggling. But without realizing that everyone that spoke to you, when you started to really become conscious of your struggling moments, was speaking from their own places, not necessarily your own life. Let me say that again. People were speaking from their own places where they were operating from, not necessarily your own life. It may be based on their fears. It may be based on their past experiences. It may be a projection of where they were operating from. And you took those words and made them yours. And because you weren't able to process your emotions, to really understand what was being said to you, those words kind of dinged you and made you feel less than, not good enough, not being able to feel yourself. And because you also don't know yourself at that point, those words began to shape your life, causing you triggers and behavioral changes and also mental changes that you did not really gain the conscious awareness about. And so you go on into building relationships, and that also dings you further in life's journey. You see, we all struggle at one point in life. But reality is, without looking at the root causes of why we struggle, we may take on other people's struggles as our own. People's opinions, people's struggles, people's fears, people's projection are part of what contributes to our struggles in life. And if you look at the workplace as well, you may have a manager who's struggling and is also inflicting their struggles on you and making you also feel like you're not good enough. So today I want you to take a look at this analogy that will help you really understand how you can forge ahead from struggling. Take a look at the seed. When you plant that seed, the seed did not know anything about itself yet, but you knew you wanted that seed to grow. And that seed also had the power to evolve. And so you began to water that seed, and that seed pushed itself through the soil to show up on the surface of the ground and bloom in life's journey. That's why I wrote my quote: seeds strive to become trees and plants. And that's part of the struggle that we also have to look at our lives, look into our lives about, and understand that just like the seed, we will go through the struggles. People will trample upon the soil that we have planted. But it is for us to go deep within, to find the inner strengths that we have, and continue to push forth, continue to discover ourselves, continue to introspect, continue to examine those experiences and those words. How meaningful are they in our own lives? How truthful are they in our own lives? What are we going to do to forge ahead of those struggles? Because struggles are a sign of strength. Struggles bring us discovery, to tap into our inner strengths that we don't even know about yet, and to push through like the seed off into our old soil, the vital journey has been planted before us, and begin to evolve. Every time somebody says negative to you, you have to find what's positive about it to be able to find the balance and forge ahead, to show them their words don't really mean anything to your life, because if you don't speak life to yourself, nobody else will speak life to you. And part of being able to take on that challenge that they're bringing you is to be able to see if that negative word will push you to strive beyond where you are, to evolving in your own life's journey and discovering yourself. You see, in every bad, there is a good. But if you don't look for the good in the bad, you will not discover it. And so today, my challenge to you, if you're struggling, is this: to journal down your thoughts and examine everything that has been spoken to you. Is it truthful? Is it real? Is it a fact? Is it actually about your life? Is it a projection of somebody else's life? Is it a projection of somebody else's fears? And how are you taking that and turning it into a stepping stone for your own greatness? Because you see, if you don't discover yourself, if you don't tap into your own emotional intelligence, no one else can do it for you. Part of struggling in life is to be able to emerge and forge ahead like the seed and bloom in your season that you're in. So today, as you take a look at every experience that you've gained and journal down your thoughts, what has that experience taught you about yourself? How has it helped you discover your inner strengths? How has it helped you evolve in your journey? How has it also helped you understand the purpose of the person who brought that word into your life? How have you taken that word and shown that person that the negative word is a positive thing in your life, and you're using it to impact your life and that of others, to let you know that no one can stop you except you truly stop yourself? So as you take on the challenge today to examine struggling, remember that struggling is not a weakness. Struggling is a sign of strength, that you are working hard enough to commit to yourself to forge beyond whatever it is that you're struggling that looks like an obstacle, to remember that every obstacle is actually a stepping stone towards your own greatness. And as you step over to the other side and evolve, you remember that the inner strength that you discovered is one key to you unlocking another door in front of you. Always remember that your journey is yours and yours alone. Other people will come to steal from it, to take from it, to deceive it, to rip it, to break it, to shape it. But you have the power to remold it and make it your own as you evolve in life's journey. That's a quote from my book, Beyond the Pain and Love, Sex, Lies, and Reality. Your journey is yours. And as you step into your journey of evolving, remember that there will be struggles, but struggles are not meant to stop you. They're meant to help you discover the parts of you you're yet to discover. They're meant to help you evolve in life's journey. They're there to help you tap into your greatness and the strengths that you don't even know about yet. And as you evolve, you look back and remember, if you can do this once, you can do it again without falling down. You wouldn't know that you need to stand up. So take a look at your life where you are, and always remember that struggle is a source of your strength. That struggle is a way for you to evolve. That struggle is not an obstacle, but a stepping stone. That struggle is an eye opener for you to become emotionally intelligent and mature in your journey. That struggle was given to you to show you that there is so much greatness in you, and you have the power to change your life for the better, not the bitter. That's all I have for today. Remember to never stop loving while living. When you stop loving, you stop living. When you stop living, it means it's time to go back to America. And remember that part of living is also discovering your strengths in the struggle. And part of struggling is also learning to love yourself, because the more you discover yourself, the more you know yourself, the more you love yourself, the more you love your journey, and the more you love your life. Until next time, take good care. God bless. Bye-bye.